What's up, guys? We're gonna do our week 4 prediction video now. Before we get into it, though, we're gonna go over our week 3, how accurate we were, which we weren't very accurate because there were so many upsets.
Nah.
I had 7 out of 16 right, which I'm sure won't be that low ever again because you can't have 3 or 4 or 5 upsets, however many there were.
Yeah, I had 8, and I got 8 out of 16 right. So, all right.
I'm sure we'll improve this week.
All right. Let's see. First game is if you're watching this Thursday, it's tonight. We're actually recording this on Wednesday. It's not going to be up till Thursday. So I guess the first game is tonight. It's going to be the Dolphins at the Bengals.
I got the Bengals on this one.
Yeah, I got the Bengals. AJ Green, I think he's really, really good. Andy Dalton's looking good.
We might have Tyler Eifert back, who had 17 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, Tyler Eifert's back, yeah.
They might have him back.
Oh, you don't know yet?
It says questionable, but
Okay.
It's been out every other week, so I mean, it could have him back.
Okay, alright. So, both going Bengals?
Yeah, I'm going Bengals.
Alright.
Yeah.
What's our next one?
Yeah, Colts and Jaguars.
I'm going Colts.
Yeah, me too. I think they're more like a well-rounded team.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the Jaguars yet.
I picked them last week and it kind of let me down. I'm not doing it until they showed me a reason.
Yeah, I'm not. I think their defense is a lot improved, but
they're still getting there though.
yeah, I'm not sold on them just quite yet. I'm not sold on them. Next game is Titans at the Texans. With JJ Watt out, I think I'm gonna go Titans. Just
yeah, DeMarco Murray's been running over everybody.
Yeah,
That's not gonna help their chances.
I think with the run game they got, they got like you just said.
Yeah, I mean, he's been dropping like 15, 20 points in fantasy every week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Titans too.
Yeah, especially JJ Watt out. Let's see what we got next. We got the Browns at the Redskins.
Which will be a good game, actually.
Yeah, that'll actually be a really good game.
The Browns have been so fun to watch because of Terrell Pryor. He's been moving around receiver, running, like not running back, but he's been running it at the quarterback position. They're using him as a goal line quarterback, which is like,
yeah, which is
I've never
awesome.
even seen something like that.
Yeah, unique, very unique. But I'm gonna take Redskins.
Yeah, me too.
I think they had a really rough start coming off of being the division champions. I think their defense is looking really good, even though I don't think the numbers reflected how good they looked against.
Yeah, I think Norman played pretty well, even though Odell had a lot of yards. They didn't have a lot of. He didn't have really a lot. I don't even know if he had a touchdown.
No, he didn't have a touchdown.
So I mean, it's hard to say he got beat because I mean they throw so much. You're gonna get yards.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I'm taking Redskins.
Yeah, me too. Matt Jones looked really good.
All right, our next one is Seahawks at the Jets.
Based on what I saw with Ryan Fitzpatrick, I don't think he'll ever throw 6 interceptions. I don't think anybody will ever do it ever again.
Yeah, I don't.
But I just think the Seahawks will win because they're just going to use that run game.
Yeah, I think.
Which their run game isn't as good as it usually is.
Well, Thomas Rawls is out.
Yeah, but Christine Michael was
Michael's still good.
Very well.
Yeah,
he had like 100 yards.
Yeah, I'm going to Seahawks. I think they're even with Russell Wilson a little bit injured, he's a little banged up.
Good defense makes up for it.
Yeah, he did.
Although the Jets, I think they can be a good team. I think they could. I don't know. It'd be hard to win the division, but I think they could be a contender, like a wild card.
I think this is going to
be. But they need to get it together quick.
I think this is going to be a really hard week for them. Matt Forte's been putting up off the charts numbers every week. I mean, last week he didn't do so good, but they were off the charts every other game. Their receivers have been doing really good as far as yards per game, but I think their receivers are going to get shut down more. I don't mean shut down, but I think they're going to be limited compared to prior weeks. I think Matt Forte will still have a really good week. I
think it'll be close. I mean, I don't think last week will happen again.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
They have too many weapons. Eric Decker, Brandon Marshall, Inua.
Yeah,
I think they'll bounce back.
They gotta respect all 3 of those guys, and then I mean, you
can't. Yeah, you're gonna have to leave at least one of them in single coverage.
Yeah, I'm taking Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm gonna say the Jets. I wouldn't say bounce back because I'm saying they're gonna lose, but I'm gonna say they're getting back on track to playing good,
just
sound,
a quick little scan
fundamental.
down. A quick little scan down. I think this might be the toss-up of the week. I think this might be this one. This is really could go either way.
I'm going Seahawks though.
I'm taking Seahawks.
Pretty for sure though.
If I'm going for do I think I could pick a win? I'm going to pick the Seahawks. So.
This next one.
What you got?
I think it's like the closest one because normally I just say the Patriots will win. Their system will come through yet again. But I don't know Julian Edelman possibly being the QB.
Nah, I think he is the QB.
He is, yeah. I didn't know if
Yeah.
they're gonna pick somebody up, but they would have done it by now.
Yeah, oh yeah. This game is the Bills at the Patriots, by the way. See, I mean, you taking.
I think I'm gonna pick the Patriots somehow. I don't know why. I wanted. I was thinking about not picking them.
What I see. The reason I think you're gonna do it's the reason I think I'm doing it. I see Tom Brady coming back to an undefeated team, and I feel like, I mean, obviously I think they'll win the division. That's not a question, but I just see Tom Brady coming back to a 4-0 team, and I think he's gonna have a torturous season this year. I think he's gonna.
The Browns are gonna get it week 5. He's gonna be angry. He's gonna be trying to stick it to the league and all this like he did that
The only thing
last year.
The only thing I could see happening though is the
Bills did slap the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I mean, they wrecked them.
You got to think though. At the same time, you do have to remember that taking Julian Edelman and putting him at quarterback. I mean, that is taking their number one receiver out.
Yeah, I guess that is a way to look at it. Not only are you gonna have an inexperienced quarterback, you're gonna have your number one receiver taken away, which is only gonna bring double teams on number 2.
Oh yeah, double team on number 2, double team on Gronk. I mean,
and Gronk isn't even really like fully. He's not ever 100%. He's always hurt a little bit,
Yeah.
especially right now.
So
I don't know. I actually might put the Bills down. I'm gonna give it to them after going through it.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills.
I think the Bills could pull it off.
Bold prediction of the week.
Bold prediction, even though it shouldn't be a bold prediction because we got a receiver playing quarterback.
Next game is Panthers at the Falcons.
I hate to be that guy, but I know people are like, you pick the Panthers every week. They usually beat Atlanta. I mean, I know like they lost them once last year, but they swept them 3 years ago, and they've always at least beat them once. I think I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, we usually beat them at home.
Yeah, I think last year was the first year in a while we hadn't. I look at it like
they couldn't play defense.
We pick the Panthers every week, but we also pick the Seahawks every week too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's not like a.
Yeah, it's just if anybody watched the Monday night game, neither defense, you know, from the Saints or the Falcons looked good. So I'm going
32-45, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just.
That's no defense. You can't play most teams to get away with it.
NFC teams don't have shootouts. That never happens.
Yeah, you can't have a shootout in the NFC.
So.
And have a winning record.
And I mean, the Panthers are gonna have a new game plan going in. It's not a question.
I think they're gonna tell Cam. I think what they've been doing lately is they're like saying, don't run your franchise player $100 million contract. So I mean, he's holding the ball, sitting there in the pocket. Normally he'd run, and he's like, oh wait, they told me I can't. And then he's just kind of, and then that's all it takes in the NFL. One hesitation, 1 second of hesitation, you get sacked like that.
All right.
I think he'll get back on track.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right.
Plus the Vikings have like the best pass rush in the league in the NFC.
Well, they're right now. NFL's rating right now. I mean, I know it's only week 3, but the NFL's saying that's the best defense in the league. That's what they're saying.
I mean, they're definitely the best in the NFC.
No, statistically, they are the best in the NFL.
I think I think they can hold that title at least within the NFC.
All right, Panthers over the Falcons. What do we have next?
We got Raiders at the Ravens.
Raiders at the Ravens.
I think Ravens will win.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens.
They're just solid.
They pulled a really good win last week out over the Jaguars.
Steve Smith and Jalen Ramsey are going at it.
Yeah, that was interesting. They
just have so many weapons. I mean, they got Mike Wallace, they got Steve Smith, they got Bernard Perryman. He's like the fastest player in the league. He's like the fastest 40 time in the league right now. They have
the Raiders are just kind of having
the Raiders are in a transitional point.
Yeah, I mean they won last week, but it's just like they're just.
This will be close.
They're hit and miss. I think it'll be. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it'll be close, but I'm giving the edge of the Ravens. I don't see how you can. You know.
I mean, they're just well rounded. They have probably as many targets as anybody else in the league.
Yeah, and it's real solid defense. I mean.
It's not bad.
Next game is the Lions at the Bears.
I'm going Lions. The Bears just have too many problems. And Jay Cutler's plays.
He's still out.
He's hurt sometimes. Even if he comes back, I don't know if he's gonna play, but even if he comes back, he's never really good off injuries.
I mean, I know they had a lot of backups in Sunday night against the Cowboys, and they looked horrible. I mean, I hate to say it, and I know it's the backups when I'm saying that, but it's just they just did not look good.
Zach Miller looked pretty good on that touchdown.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good all night.
Wait, no, is it Zach Miller? Yeah, I think it's that.
The
tight end. For some reason, I think it's Zach Miller.
And
I might be wrong about
if we're
that.
watching that, sorry.
I normally would know that, but it's like
Yes.
it's like 11 o'clock at night right now.
Yeah, we're doing this really late Wednesday night, so it'll drop early Thursday morning. It's been a long day.
I
you
think
take
the Lions are
Lions?
more like fundamentally sound across the board. I mean, I'm not saying they're the best defense. They don't at all, but like I think there's too many holes with the Bears right now. And Jeremy Langford's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. They say it.
Yeah.
They're leaning on him heavy. Jay Cutler's going to be out. Starting running back and starting quarterback are out. It's hard to pick them.
I guess since I don't know, I don't really know about this one. It's a hard decision for me. I'm going to go with you on the Lions just because I'm not sure.
I think it'll be close. I mean, the Bears have a decent defense. They'll hold them.
The next one I'm pretty sure about. I don't really have.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really have a hard time deciding on this one. It's the Broncos or the Buccaneers. I think if you're watching this and you're this far in, I don't think you'll disagree that we're both going to pick the Broncos.
I think the Broncos are just their pass rush is so. They're just like the Vikings. Their pass rush is so much. It doesn't even matter if their offense is, and their offense wasn't even that bad last week. But traditionally, like their offense last year and the beginning of this year hasn't been so great. They just get the passers so quick.
It's
and their secondary is still good already.
Yeah, they pretty much laid out the platform in the Super Bowl of how good of a defense they really can be. But once again, touch on this just like we touched on it last week. DeMarcus Ware is out.
Yeah, but when you have a defense that good, they can get coverage sacks and they can get blitz sacks, and they do both of it.
The only hope the Buccaneers have.
And Doug Martin's out for them.
Yeah, I think the only hope they have is if Jameis Winston can scramble better than Cam, and I don't think he can.
He might be able to stand in the pocket a little bit better. Cam was looking a little shaky, but I mean, I would be too if Mike Rimmer's just allowing sacks left and right.
Yeah, for real.
Blindsided.
But their only hope is if if Jameis Winston can get out of the pocket and make a play.
They do have a chance. I'm not gonna say they're going to beat. I mean, the
no,
Buccaneers are a very solid team.
They'll put up points on them.
I mean, Levante David, he's not bad. Gerald McCoy, they have a good defense himself.
I think it'll be. I think it's a clean decision on who's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be.
It's going to be a small margin.
I don't think it's going to be a freaking like the Super Bowl in 2013 where they just decimated the Broncos or the.
They got decimated.
The Broncos got decimated. I don't think it's going to be quite like that.
Yeah.
Like we kind of made it sound like that when we started out, but.
It'll be
I didn't mean for it to
2
sound
touchdown victory or something, 10-point victory.
Yeah,
it
won't
but they'll win though.
It will be a massive victory.
We got Rams at the Cardinals.
I'm thinking Cardinals.
I want to take the Cardinals, but
the
Rams can just. It's like they go like 7-9 or 8-8, but they can beat their division.
Yeah.
Their division, they can play the NFC West so well. They can beat anybody in that division, even if they're having an awful season and the other teams are going to the Super Bowl. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I mean they
but,
do.
And the Cardinals got kind of waxed by the Bills.
Yeah,
and the
they
Bills.
Really did.
I'm not gonna say they kind of played like the Rams, but the Rams know how to play good defense instead of the Bills. So. I feel like Cardinals. I don't see them losing twice in a row. That's the only reason I'm picking them.
Yeah, I don't. I think Larry Fitzgerald came off a not so good.
Plus they're at home too.
Yeah, he came off a not so good week. He really didn't have many yards at all. I think he only had 60 yards and 55 or something like that. It wasn't good.
Yeah, you gotta give it to the Cardinals.
I'm giving it to the Cardinals. I just don't see them, like you said, losing 2 in a row.
This next one, Saints versus at the Chargers, and the Saints are 0-3 right now. Then you got to get them on track. I almost want to say they're going to win because they're going to do anything they can to win because they need to win.
That's going to be such a shootout between Phillip Rivers and.
And he's playing his old team. A lot of people don't remember Drew Brees was on the Chargers for a while. I don't know. I doubt there's any animosity because
it's been so long.
It's been like over 10 years now.
Yeah,
but it's still kind of good for the storyline. He's going back to San Diego. It's hard to bet against Drew Brees when he's 0-3 and he's going back to stick it to his old team. It's hard to bet against him.
It's hard to bet
against him. But as far as
them.
the two teams, the Chargers are a better team.
They're a better all-around team because, again, the Monday night game, the defense, I'm telling you, was awful. It was terrible.
I think I'm going to pick the Saints just because I can't see them going 0-4. I can't see them doing that.
I'm picking the Chargers. I can't. I'm not ready to bet on the Saints yet.
I'm not ready to either, but I'm not ready to bet Drew Brees starts off 0-4. I just can't see
that. As sad as it sounds, I'm not going to be ready to bet on the Saints until the Panthers play them.
I don't even want to get into that. I'm just putting the Saints down. Just
even if we win the next two, I think that's a story.
It'll be a shootout though. You can't guess a shootout.
That's a story for week 6 though. We'll talk about that.
When
later.
it's a shootout, you can't guess it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's whoever has the ball last.
Yeah.
That's what a shootout's all about. I'm just gonna go with the Saints. I'm just gonna say they get the ball last.
We'll make that one our split game. I think that's the first.
Yeah, we can't put the same thing on everyone.
Next one is Cowboys at the 49ers.
I'm going Cowboys. They look like the most complete team out of the two.
I'm going Cowboys. Dak Prescott. We said it last week, so I'm not going to go off on a rant again. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, tearing it up.
Ezekiel Elliott, I didn't want to like him. I thought he was going to be overrated. I had to admit that I'm impressed. He's hurdling people. He's just every down back, just doing it all, receiving, catching. He's
tearing it up.
If I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be pretty happy right now. I mean, they have a bright future.
Yeah, they if
it's
not
so
this,
ironic too.
If not this year, give it at least at the max. I think 2 seasons, and that's max, not minimum. Maximum. I think they're going to be having. I think they're going to be.
No, they're going to have to get the defense straightened out. Their defense has never been good. It's not really that good.
They have the next two drafts to work on it. I think.
They need to do what they did with their offensive line and defensive line. Because Tony Romo, a lot of people don't want to. They call him like, oh, he chokes and all that. He's a choke artist. When you put up 28, 30 points, your defense needs to kick in a little bit of help because they could have went to the playoffs more years in 2014.
Yeah, they got to put up a couple stops.
I mean, I think they could. I think they'll win this one.
Yeah. The next one is, in my opinion, the best primetime game we've seen all week.
All year.
Yeah.
Sure. Chiefs.
All year, yeah.
We get the Chiefs at the Steelers.
Chiefs at the Steelers.
It's hard to bet on the Steelers after last week, but I don't see that happening again.
I think the Chiefs defense. I think they looked really, really good against the Jets, but I think that was Brian Fitzpatrick threw 6 interceptions. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, once you throw 3, it's like you're just forcing the ball.
Yeah, now you're forcing the ball.
It's not like he really is that bad. I mean, I'm sure if you didn't want to throw another one, he wouldn't. If it was just like, do I want to win that game or do I want to have a good stat line, which I'm already not gonna have.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say the Steelers because Le'Veon Bell's back this week.
They're gonna run him so much. They're gonna wear down
their
defense.
They're gonna do exactly what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna try and get all his yards back. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
These first 3 weeks of the yards he missed.
They're gonna try to get him back on track, so they can be like, okay, we got our team how we wanted it. He's getting a lot of carries. Let's almost give him a lot, just so we can really get him in situated and all that.
And then when he does come out to take a play or two, I mean, we've seen how powerful D'Angelo Williams can run the ball, how dominant he is.
Their passing game is good. All of this is true except for last week. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, they just couldn't get it done.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Their defense is it's a hard one to pick because they're 3-0 too, right?
2 running backs might make it back for the primetime game this week. You never know.
Because the Chiefs are 3-0, right?
Yeah.
And the Steelers are. I mean, they've only lost 1 game, but 2-1, right?
Yep.
I think they're 2-1.
That's the first game.
It's hard to pick between. I'm just gonna pick the Chiefs just because I think their defense can hold it together.
Going Chiefs.
I think Le'Veon Bell will put up a lot of yards. I think their defense is so good to where they can just handle it. And plus, their offense isn't like that bad this year. I mean, without Jamal Charles, you would write them off really, but they've been pretty good.
Yeah, I thought he was going to come back last week. And speaking of Jamal Charles, and he didn't. I know he practiced. Like I said again, I hate to keep repeating myself. Today's Wednesday, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. But yeah, he practiced today. He had full participation in practice, not just practice. He had full participation, full pads and everything. So
the only problem is they're going to have a bye week after
5,
this, so
they might hold him 1
they
week.
might do all right. Well, all we have to do is get through this next week, and he could get 2 more weeks instead of
exactly.
it's just this week. So, and that's another reason I'm going to pick the Chiefs. They can go all out. They can do plays they normally wouldn't. They can run people harder. They can throw deep more. Have their receivers take more hits because they're like, we have a bye week. We're 3-0. Let's just try to get 1 more win. We have a bye week.
Worst case scenario, we go into a bye week 3-1.
Actually, that could make my pick not quite as good, but I'm stick with the Chiefs and going with them. Monday night we got the Chiefs at the Vikings, and I'm going with the Vikings.
Giants.
Or not? I don't know. I was still talking about the Chiefs. The Giants at the Vikings. Got too worked out about the Chiefs.
The Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings, even if they were playing the Chiefs. But I think the Giants, I think they have great passing game, but they can't really run it.
No.
And you're gonna have to run it against the Vikings.
Yeah, we saw that Sunday. You're gonna have to run it against the Vikings.
The Vikings D-line decimated the Panthers' offensive line. I'll admit it.
No, yeah,
They couldn't even remotely handle them. And it wasn't just them. It's not just like, oh yeah, the Panthers have a bad line. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he got sacked multiple times. He got hurt. I don't think he got hurt 10 times like Cam, but
Cam was hurt 12.
okay, yeah, I saw it 10 at the end of the game. I couldn't imagine he got 2 more.
8 sacks, 12 hurries.
Yeah, 8 sacks. That's unheard of.
That's
like Madden. Like
there's no winning a game.
you can't. Yes, there's no. It's not one of those stats. It's like, oh yeah, you should have won, but you didn't. If you get 8 sacks, you're gonna win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings. They're just too dominant. I think they're more well-rounded without Adrian Peterson. It's crazy, but they aren't forcing the run so hard.
Yeah,
they're not predictable.
It's almost like the Panthers were without Kelvin Benjamin last year, forced to spread the ball around. So yeah,
I'm picking the Vikings.
That's our.
Here's my picks right here. I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
That's our. It's our week 4. Write it up here. Oh, it's right here. It's right there. We can underline it so we remember. That's week 4 predictions on the NFL. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at VPM Reviews.
Yeah, we'll put all the links in there.
Yeah, we'll put all the links and everything.
And watch week 5 so you can see our results.
Yeah.
We'll count it all up and all that. We can show you our results. We're gonna keep doing that week to week.
Yeah, be sure to, like you said, be sure to tune in next week. I think we're gonna have a couple more videos out this week. So
if you like WWE, stay tuned.
Yeah, if you like WWE, like UFC, some big news in the UFC this week. Big fights announced. A little teaser for some upcoming videos. That's all we're gonna really say right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.